Good morning. This is Louise, Peace and Presence Healing, and you're live on Sunday, the 17th of November 2019. So I'm in a different location today. I thought I'd choose my little altar. I've got all my little trinkets on here for you. I don't think it's worth looking at me this morning. And I've got a beautiful card here, and this is what we're going to be focusing on this morning. This card is a chakra card, and this one relates to the third eye or the brow chakra, which is just more so between the eyebrows, the place in the middle between your nose and the forehead, and that's where we're going to focus on this morning for our little meditation. It is Self-Care Sunday. Just checking in, I'm going to say hello everybody, how are you all feeling? I've been a little bit ropey the past few days, overworking, and life has taken its toll, and now I'm realising I need to take a step back and take a little bit of relaxation. So that's probably why you're not seeing me this morning. I'm not in a fit state to be seen. Although I'm feeling a lot better than I have the past few days. So I know the germs are starting to go around now, so self-care is so important, and I need to take my own advice on a lot of what I share with you. So I'm going to be doing some self-healing today, salt bath, and just taking it easy, getting outside, enjoying nature as much as possible, even if it's just in my garden. The healing properties in my garden and everybody else's gardens are so magnificent. Please make use of them. They are the trees, the leaves, so good for your circulation, for your breathing. So getting out there, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. So it's coming up to Christmas. I've got gift vouchers available. If you're looking for a therapy, if you want to treat someone to a massage, Reiki, reflexology, or even a one-to-one self-love journey session with me, you can buy vouchers in £10, £15 and £20, and they will contribute towards a therapy or a workshop or a session with me of their choice. I've also got coming up on the 29th, we're going to be doing Black Friday. I've got a fantastic wide selection of offers that are going to be coming your way, so please keep a watch out. There's big discounts coming, like a lot of people will be doing as well. Don't worry if you don't live in the Manchester area and that you can't visit me. A lot of what I do can be done online via Skype, WhatsApp, video messaging, different ways of dealing with things. I've got distance healing as well that I can reach you. So please don't worry about if you don't live in the area. Please get in touch and we can sort and agree something out to work together. So I'm going to get on with the breathing today. So we're going to be working through the next few weeks our chakras. Last week we started on the crown chakra, and we did breathing into the crown with a meditation. Today we're working our way down to the brow. This time the colour indigo. Look at this beautiful deep blue indigo. Now these are like goddess cards, and they're showing the area of the body that the chakra relates to. So this point between on our forehead, between our eyebrow, is our intuition. It is also wisdom as well. So it's that inner knowing, that kind of, you might feel that you've been here before, a bit of deja vu. You might use this part of your brain to kind of get some creativity and ideas together. It is also the psychic abilities area that we tune into. So a lot of what you think is like connecting with your higher self as well at times. Information that filters through to you that really, like, you're thinking, like, where's that idea come from? This is the point that we get this information from. And when we're doing meditation, this is the point that we focus on and we connect in with. It's an area that can take us to a different type of consciousness, and it helps us to visualise, it helps us to see clearly. So it is called the third eye because it is like an inner vision. another vision of how we see our past, future and presence, and the messages that come across. So when I'm working in meditation, I see lots of images, and this can give me clarity on what direction I'm supposed to be going in. So these visions, like yesterday I did a beautiful meditation with a lady called Olwyn Jennings. We're doing a lot of work on the heart. It's heart-led healing that we've been doing, and I think you can still sign up. She's doing like a 10-day challenge where she's doing channeling messages. So a lot of her information will be coming from her third eye as well. She'll be connecting with her spirit guides through her third eye and her crown chakra to bring those messages. But during the meditation that I was doing, I saw messages so clearly. So that was using my third eye, and they're messages that I can interpret really easily. Some of the things that you see through your third eye, it is like a jigsaw. It is trying to put things together and understand what they mean. So if you're new starting off to meditation, you might not always understand what things mean, but by all means there's means and ways of finding out what they do mean. So if you've got a picture, say you see a picture of a rabbit, and you're like, rabbits mean nothing to me, it's just as easy as just going and looking at what a rabbit is. So I tend to Google quite a lot spiritual meanings of things. So yesterday I had bees, so I Googled the spiritual meaning of bees. Now, because I've been feeling a very much weary and full of a cold the past few days, bees is about the working hard, and I've obviously been working really hard, which I know I have, overworking, and I've not been prioritising things in my life because I've put work first, so I've not got that balance there. So with just that little bit of research can help you come to a conclusion of what it is that message means for you. So what we're going to do today, we're going to try and awaken our third eye with a little bit brow breathing meditation. So if you want to find yourself somewhere where your feet are on the floor if possible, if not lying down, and we're going to just get ourselves comfortable. It's just going to be a 5 minutes or so just breathing into this area, and I'm going to really try to breathe with you. I've got a bit of a block now, so I'll try my best to do that with you today. Okay, so we're just going to do some sighs, so just breathing in and letting go, breathing in and letting go, and one more time, breathing in and letting go. So we're just going to relax our feet, just softening our feet. We're just going to relax our lower legs, just relaxing those muscles, softening those tension and aches and pains, moving up to the knees, just loosening those joints, moving up into relaxing the thighs, moving up to the buttocks and the hips, just relaxing those tension and those uncomfortable muscles feelings, moving up to the lower back, the lower abdomen, just letting go, just let your belly let go and relax, moving up to the upper back, the chest, now to the throat. Just breathe as naturally as you can, letting those arms loosen, those fingers soften, moving up into the back of the neck. I want to just rotate that head, just get any knots or cracks out of your head in your neck. Just the rest of the head softening. We're just going to ground ourselves for the moment, and we're just going to imagine that we are a tree, and we are the roots of the tree, and our feet are going into the earth to connect us with the earth below. going deeper and down. Just pulling us down. And we're just going to connect ourselves with the centre of the earth and just find something at the bottom of the centre of the earth, a crystal that you can wrap your roots around. What colour's your crystal? Just notice that colour. And we're going to bring that colour back up through our roots, body, receiving that through the soles of the feet, up through the legs, up into the torso, and up to the top of the head. And from above, coming down through the top of our head, the brow, from the crown and the brow, we're going to have a beautiful white, pure light. And it just beams through your crown, your third eye, into your throat, cleanses down into your heart, your stomach, your solar plexus, and your root chakras, going down to your feet. And you're just connected from below and above. Now we're just going to focus on the picture that you can see in front of you if your eyes are open. If not, just imagine the colour indigo. And we're going to imagine that colour in front of our eyes. And we're just going to just visualise a swirling light in front of our eyes, our third eye. Just going round and round and round. And we're just going to take some breaths and we're going to breathe into that point in our forehead. So breathing in. And we're going to breathe out into that chakra point. Just visualise that breath going into that chakra point. Breathing in. And breathing into that point. Just imagine that coming out of your forehead, that breath, into the space in front of your eyes and your brows. Breathing in. And out into the brow. And as you breathe out, that colour indigo widens. We're going to breathe in again. And breathe out through the brow. That colour widens again. And with every breath, that point widens. Breathing in. And breathing out. And just continue breathing in and widening that point. Until this beautiful indigo is big enough for you to step through. So just keep breathing in, and as you breathe out, breathe out into the brow chakra or the third eye chakra. And just see this indigo getting bigger and bigger until you can step through this colour. We're just going to continue with those breaths. Breathing in and focus on that third eye point. What does it feel like as you breathe to that point? Do you feel coolness? Do you feel tingling? Maybe there's a dull ache. Everything you feel is natural. Do not worry about anything that you're feeling. And as you step through that colour of indigo, you find yourself in a beautiful indigo castle. The walls are covered from head to foot, floor to top, in crystals. You can just rub your fingers, trail around the walls. Just continue breathing in and out through that chakra point. And you're just going to spend a few moments in this room, in this castle. And you're going to breathe in all the nutrients from this crystal. This crystal's breathing in wisdom, intuition and clarity. And as you breathe out, it awakens your third eye, enhancing your ability to see clearly, make decisions from a conscious and a subconscious level. Breathing in and out. Your inner knowing, your knowledge is expanding. Anything that was stuck, any decisions, will now begin to flow. And you pick up a crystal. There's just one crystal that's loose on the floor, and it is the colour of the chakra that we're working on today. It is an indigo colour. And you just pick it up. I'm being told sapphire. Sapphire is the colour of the crystal, the type of the crystal. And you pick it up and you just hold it to your brow, your third eye. And this is like a little awakening. Keep breathing in and out. This is your awakening. This is information being transmuted to you of inner guidance. I'm just going to take another breath in and out through the third eye. Now the time has come to just leave our space. I ask you to keep hold of this crystal, and maybe you can use this sapphire on your journey in the future. So, in front of your eyes, you see that indigo light swirling in front of you, and it gets bigger and bigger until you can step through it. And as you step through it, the colour closes behind you, and you find yourself back in the room where you were. And we're just going to close all our energy points now. We're just going to close down our crown, imagining the petals of a bud tightening up. And then our third eye, most importantly, closing this sapphire indigo flower into a tight bud and shrinking it back into your body. Going down to the throat chakra and imagining a flower closing its bud, its petals into a bud, down to the heart chakra, closing those, down to the stomach and the solar plexus, closing those up, down to the sacral beneath the belly button and closing that up, and down to the root chakra and closing that up. And we're just going to bring our roots a little bit looser back up to our body. We're just going to now have a beautiful pink light surrounding us. Just our protection now for the rest of the day. And if you're feeling a sensation in your third eye, just imagine that flower bud closing up tighter. But just remember that you have awakened this point in your body. So it may feel a little bit unusual for the next day or so, but just imagine this beautiful pink light around your body and close up that point if you're very uncomfortable with the sensations that you're feeling. And just wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes and bring yourself back into the room. Oh, how are we all feeling after that? Oh, so I can feel my third eye really awakening there, and it's a part of my body that I don't necessarily open as much as I should, really. Okay, so this, I've just pulled a card now. I'm going to do a little reading on this. So this is your weekly card. This is your weekly card today, and we've got the feather kind of blowing. I think it's a feather kind of blowing in the wind. So this is the feather of Matt. So let's have a look at this. 110. Okay, so I'm going to read your weekly card for you now. Oh, now this is so perfect for next week. This is amazing. So we're working our way down. We've done our crown, we've done our third eye, and next week we'll be doing our throat chakra. So this card is actually talking about the throat chakra. This card is of truth, freedom, and relates to the throat chakra. So even though we've just done a meditation on the brow, we're doing the throat chakra now. This is the card of ancient Egyptian winged figure Mat, shown with the feather on her crown. The feather of Mat represents truth. It is believed that the feather was used because all truth is vulnerable. It can be blown away like a feather of the wind. Feathers were used in many other ancient civilizations, including the feathered serpent of Maya, as well as the Native Americans and tribes of the Pacific, often to represent the creator, the ultimate truth. There are two meanings implied to this card. Either you are inclined to say too much, perhaps not all that is truthful, or you are failing to speak about all the things that are important to you. If you continually internalize these feelings, you will have recurrent problems with the throat chakra, which is related to the colour blue. The spiritual chakras... Oh, sorry, I missed a bit out here. Focus on communication, gateway to the higher self, and the spiritual chakras of the third eye and the crown. So this is connecting with what we've just spoke about. We've done the third eye today. We did the crown last week, and to be able to get the communication out for this weekly card and the message, which is truthful and is honest and is true to our heart, we need to work with the crown and the third eye to tap into our wisdom and to our intuition and that inner knowing. Once we have that information and we're reinforced with correct information, we can take action through our vocalization, through our throat chakra. To pass the gateway, you must learn to speak from your heart without fear. Ask Archangel Michael to bring a blue ray of healing into the throat chakra and to guide you towards your personal truth. You can continue your spiritual journey to the ultimate truth, remembering that this will set you free. So for us to be aligned and to be able to speak, to speak from our heart and speak the truth, we need to be tapping into our inner wisdom and intuition. And if we're just rambling things that just come to us without thinking and sitting with things, then we're going to give ourselves more dilemmas than what we need to have. So this is why it's so important to connect with our bodies, connect and spend time each day just sitting in our own thoughts and just connecting with those points of our body, our chakra and crown, and connecting from above and below so that we can filter through what we don't need. If you can push aside things that maybe are coming up in your mind that aren't serving you right, then you can push them aside. So that is our card for the week. So that is Feather of Matt. And I'm going to be back next Sunday, and we're going to be working on the throat chakra, which is obviously related to this, so hopefully we'll follow on with a nice breathing meditation for that. And I'm feeling a little bit better now, so hopefully you've enjoyed that meditation, and if you feel like you'd like to work with me in the future, I'm available for one-to-one bookings for a self-love journey. I also don't forget, I've got gift vouchers coming up over Christmas if you'd like to book the 10, 15 and £20. And I've also got therapies available. Please check my website, which is peaceandpresence.co.uk. And I'm going to send you blessings. Have a wonderful Sunday. I'll see you all next week. Have a fantastic weekend.